Hey everyone, what's going on? Mithrandiel here with the Geekly Grind. I am super excited to go over something very special today, and that is the Spelljammer set from Wizards of the Coast. It just came out, or will be coming out next week. So this landed on my door on a Sunday. I didn't know deliveries came in on Sundays, but here we are. And so I'm very excited to dig into this. So this is the limited edition cover and set on the inside here. So let's just take a quick look inside. We've got the Astral Adventurer's Guide here, front and back. Nice pistol design here. We've got Light of Xerxes. Very cool art here. I dig it. And back. Very shiny. Very nice. And we have Boo's Astral Menagerie. Alright. So, and then in addition to that, because we always need more of these, don't we, DMs? A DM screen. So we have a Spelljammer specific DM screen. And this one is pretty gnarly, I've got to say. That's some nightmare fuel for you, Oh, thank you. And then on the inside, of course, as with many DM screens, you'll have specific information for Spelljammer adventures, cargo, long-range attacks, things of that nature. So you can capture all those things from the back of the DM screen. So, these three books, what are they all about? Why do I have three of them? Why are they so small? It's okay. I'll answer your questions. Don't panic. So, Boo's Astral Menagerie is a monster manual, essentially, for Spelljammer. Spelljammer takes place in the Astral Sea. It mainly focuses on a sort of pirate meets space travel sort of adventure. And the Spelljammer books help to place your adventurers within that world, introduce you to monsters, introduce you to a module, and introduce you to basically how to get around, what the Astral Sea is like, etc., etc. So that's what these three books basically are all about. Again, Boo's Astral Menagerie. Great art here on the cover of Boo himself, faithful companion to Mink, and you see quite a bit of him in the art in this book as well. So Creatures A to Z kind of opens up with that. And then, of course, you're just going to get to see a whole lot of really cool monsters. A lot of spectacular art and just interesting baddies that you're going to eventually pit your players against, I'm sure. Eyemonger, right? This guy looks of interest to you. There you go. This really does give you quite a few options. This is a 68-page book just chock full of monsters that you'll encounter in the Astral Sea. Light of Xerxes is, and I might be pronouncing it wrong, I apologize in advance, please, feel free to tear me apart in the comments if I got that totally wrong. Light of Xerxes is the module associated with the Spelljammer set. So this is actually the narrative. This covers players for levels 5 through 8. So if you have you can take them through basically 4 levels, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Yeah. In going through this module. And like many modules before it, of course, it kind of lays out the multiple parts of the adventure that you'll be navigating through. It kind of introduces you to a core astral journey that you'll be going on, the characters you'll encounter, and basically just allows you to get off on the right foot. If you're not familiar with the Astral Sea or running adventures in that space, this is a great place to get started. Now, maybe you've been really interested in the Astral Sea for a long time, and given the Adventurer's Guide and Booze Guide, you'll just be ready to dive right in and create a really awesome world for your players. Fantastic. Awesome. But if you don't know where to get started, that's what this module is for. Finally, we have the Astral Adventurer's Guide. So the Astral Adventurer's Guide is basically just the letting you know basically how the ships work, how spelljamming works, how the astral plane exists. You know, how do you breathe out there? What does magic work? How does magic work out there? You know, how do you travel between planes? How does it fall within the various levels of planes, etc.? Who are the people who are in charge? Who are the deities who might be involved in it? All those things. And of course, some spectacular art while you're going through those stories as well. The major factions, again, major power players, politics involved in the Astral Sea. Those are all things that are covered. Astral adventuring, all things that are going to be covered in this book. Again, here's a breakdown for air and gravity. So like how it works with the ship, and all that other good stuff. How the astral plane is laid out, etc., etc. There's very cool floor plans and maps of the various ships that you could use for your spell jamming. So how they're all laid out, how the cargo deck looks. Again, so if you're ready to really dig in, sink your teeth into Lamprey ship, sink your teeth into doing some adventuring in the Astral Sea, well, guess what? These 3 books from the Spelljammer set from Wizards of the Coast are going to help you get there. So it's pretty amazing. I'm not sure if this is a good introductory set. Just my initial read on this. I think this is a great supplement for players who have spent a lot of time in Faerun, for players who have gone through a lot of the other modules and are familiar with, kind of more traditional settings. I think this gives them something really fresh and exciting. I do not know if I would put a new player in a Spelljammer setting. But that's just me. I could be wrong. Happy to be wrong on the internet. So that's my only kind of 2 cents on this. There also has been some concern about the brevity of these books. So each of these books is about 68 pages or so. So what does that put us at? About 204 pages all in. Is that enough? Are those enough pages to set up the Astral Sea and fill it all out? That's entirely up to you to decide, but there has been some concern that maybe each of these books could have been a bit beefier on their own, and maybe fleshed out that world a little bit more. So do I agree with that? I don't know. I think it does a pretty good job, even in these shorter books, of creating this world and introducing people to it. But maybe you read through it and you think, hey, you know what? I would love some more of this. So just a possible aside there. But again, fantastic set here. Really enjoy the alternative covers, etc. But, and this is where I think you'll be very happy, our readers and fans, we have a sealed copy of the standard retail copy of Spelljammer Adventures in Space, still in the plastic, still beautiful and new. That will be available for a giveaway on Twitter. So please make sure that you keep an eye out for that. It should be live actually by the time you are watching this video. So head on over to the Geekly Grind Twitter to like, follow, retweet. I want to make sure it doesn't fall over and hit the beautiful question block Lego set. Yes, feel free to go over to our Twitter, like, follow, retweet, do all that good stuff for a chance to win this Spelljammer set, which again, I think will make a great addition to your D&D compendium, whatever that might look like. And thanks again, Wizards of the Coast, for your graciousness in sending over these sets. I think that the Astral Sea is a really unique and interesting place to adventure. The creatures are all amazing. The new races and opportunities in Xerxes, the Light of Xerxes module is really, really cool. And again, gives me a great starting point as a DM within the Astral Sea, because personally I haven't really thought a lot about doing adventures and doing spelljamming and all that stuff, and it gives me some really good foundation for an adventure like that. So I really like it. I think you'll love it too. And you can find it at your local game shop and on Amazon. It releases on August 16th, so look forward to it.